The countdown is on. Just 4 weeks left of school.
That's right, Trojans. Summer's almost here, but we're not slowing down just yet.
Today on Trojan TV, a look at the teacher shortage returning to EMS. Could retired teachers be the solution?
And we're launching our brand new series, Beyond the Backpack, with a rocket-loving 6th grader. And the MIPA Film Challenge is back. We'll preview one of the contest entries. We've got lots to cover, so let's get started. Trojan TV starts now.
We begin with a challenge many students are noticing firsthand, the return of the teacher shortage here at East Middle School.
Recently, some students have seen their teachers change, again. It's not just a staffing issue, it's tied to Michigan's teacher certification laws.
Those rules require teachers to be certified in the specific subject they're teaching, and there's a limited time frame for guest teachers to earn that certification.
If they don't get certified in time, they can no longer teach that class. And becoming certified while working full-time isn't easy, which creates even more gaps in classrooms.
It's been a tough adjustment for everyone involved. Trojan TV talked to students and staff about how the shortage is impacting learning in this special feature.
Graham, did you finish? Okay.
EMS math and science students are once again feeling the impact of the teacher shortage, as staffing changes have affected their classes for a second time this year. To better understand the reasons behind our limited staffing, we spoke with Dr. Van Wagener, the TCAP superintendent.
So for many years, we've had students not go into college in the area of education. I think that with the rising cost of education and the unfortunate realities of college debt that many students have, we've seen a decline in college students overall.
To help address the ongoing staffing shortage, the state of Michigan plans to provide support, such as covering tuition costs, for students pursuing educational degrees, in hopes of encouraging more people to enter the teaching profession.
I'm hoping that we start to see a turnaround, in the amount of students that are going into K-12 education. The state of Michigan has put quite a bit of money into having scholarship money for students to get a free college education if they want to be a teacher. So it's still going to take a couple of more years to get our first students that entered those programs at our Michigan universities to get through it. So we hope that that starts to improve the amount of people that are going into the field, and it's desperately needed. And we're keeping a close eye on whether those support systems that are in place are making the difference.
Obtaining certification and placing qualified teachers in classrooms is a major challenge for schools. If a teacher lacks certification in the subject they're assigned to teach, they are unable to fill the open positions for more than 90 consecutive days.
So there's been a lot of moving parts and a lot of challenges. I think we all recognize that. The other thing is, to fill some of those positions, we've had long-term guest teachers come in that are not quite certified yet, but are working towards that. So all of those factors come into play, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So getting the consistency in the classrooms our priority.
Yeah, the district decided to have me as a long-term teacher sub. So I wasn't technically a teacher yet for science, just due to certification reasons. They gave me a due date to do the certifications, and obviously I didn't fulfill those achievements of getting that certification. So what we're trying to do is figure out a way to get me back in that classroom and get that certification done.
Students say the changes make learning and adjusting a moving target.
So in my science class, we've gone through 3 different teachers, so I've kind of seen 3 different teaching styles, which can get a little bit confusing when you first start with a new teacher.
It's a lot of getting used to it. It's a lot of understanding how this new teacher grades, how they, help you compared to your last teacher, and just how they run the classroom in general compared to the last teacher.
I think it's been really it's been challenging and easier because sometimes we don't have to do any work at all, and then other times we have to have a whole workload on us.
So next year the plan is to get ahead of the curve, right? So with me being here another year and knowing that we have some positions opening, I'm working with the district in terms of what openings are happening and who can fill those positions.
This has been Gus and Bishop reporting for Trojan TV.
Thanks, guys. We're hopeful that TCAPS can get things back on track for fall. But in the meantime, one big change is already making an impact.
That's right, Carter. A new state law now allows retired teachers to return to the classroom without giving up their pension. And it's already helping right here at EMS.
Recently retired math teacher Miss Schmidt is stepping back in to help fill one of those open positions for the rest of the year.
Dan and Carson have the story on her return and what it means for students.
Spending to go from $34 to $41.50. Tell me again? 7. And so would 7.5 mean what in money?
East Middle School is getting a chance to have a certified math teacher. Mrs. Schmidt, a retired math teacher, returns to East to fill a new position.
So I was given word from Mr. Ranger that the current teacher was unable to finish out the school year. And when I found out it was a math position, I knew that I loved teaching math at East Middle School since the school opened, so it felt like coming home again, teaching a subject I love. So do you remember that as well?
Because of the bill passed by the state legislature, retired teachers can now sub and still earn their pensions, so it can benefit both the school district and the teacher.
So the state of Michigan a few years ago passed a law that said anybody that was a retired school employee, they have to sit out of employment for 30 days. But after that 30 days, they are able to come back and work in full employment even. If they want to come back and be a full-time employee, whether that's a teacher or a principal or a custodian or a food service worker, whatever that is, they have the ability to do that and earn their pension and be able to also earn a full salary.
So if you can do all of this stuff, you're all set.
Due to a teacher shortage, retirees are becoming very useful in filling in vacant positions.
I think we have to utilize them if they're willing and able to come in and commit to our students. Because we are in a teacher shortage, we need to fill spots with people with maybe not just experience, but also just the know-how and the willingness to work with students of all types. So if they're ready, willing, and able, I think they can help put a patch on things until we get certified hirees or transfers into our district.
I think retirees would be great to help mentor teachers because now they have alternate certification paths to become a teacher. Like if you've been a teacher's assistant, you can go back to school and learn and do your student teaching while you're in the midst of that. And so having some retirees do that would be great.
Everyone agrees having retirees help out during this tough time is a great new opportunity.
We really appreciate when they still want to be able to contribute and serve our students and here in Traverse City. And it's always great to have their experience and institutional knowledge come back and be able to help, especially maybe our newer and younger employees as they come in the system.
Yeah, if it's going to graph as a line.
This has been Xander and Dane reporting for Trojan TV.
How many t-shirts are there to go?
Now it's time to premiere a brand new Trojan TV series we're proud to launch, Beyond the Backpack.
This segment takes a look at the passions and hobbies of EMS students outside of school.
Our first episode features a 6th grader who's shooting for the stars, literally. He builds and launches his own rockets.
Let's take a look at what inspires him, how he got started, and what he hopes to launch next.
Meet Kellen, a 7th grader with a passion for adventure that's out of this world, building and launching model rockets.
My name is Kellen and I love to build rockets. It started probably when I was 9 or 10 years old, and I don't really know what inspired me. It was just kind of cool. This is like the ideal size for like an easy rocket. But this rocket right here, this one's so lightweight, it weighs about 2 ounces, and it doesn't need any like fancy recovery system. The shock cord is just enough to slow it to a safe landing on the ground. Sometimes my rockets explode. I think it's fun because you get to test it and see how it works.
What started as a hobby quickly took off. Now this 7th grader is known by friends and family as the kid who builds and launches rockets, and he is just getting started.
My friends and family kind of know me for my rockets and stuff. and yeah, it's kind of just affected my life like that.
It's not just about the rockets, it's the process he loves, the problem solving, the setbacks, the thrill of not knowing. For him, the struggle is part of the fun.
I find it fun knowing that it might not work, and like you're always taking a risk, and you have to engineer everything properly to make sure it works.
Reporting for Trojan TV, this is Jordan and Carissa.
Thanks, guys. Brady, rocket building looks like a lot of fun, but also looks like it takes a lot of patience and hard work.
Totally, Carter. All that planning and building just for one big launch, the payoff is pretty awesome.
It's really cool to see what students are passionate about outside of class.
And we're just getting started. Beyond the Backpack will be back in future episodes, so keep watching as we highlight more of the unique hobbies and talents hiding right here at EMS.
Now it's time for the MIPA 1 Week Film Challenge debut entry.
Students across the state were challenged to write, film, edit, and submit a short film all in just 1 week. This year's theme was One World, as students had to include a handshake.
And don't forget the required dialogue, Here Comes the Sun. Ronan and his crew took on the challenge with their short film, The Homework Crisis. It's dramatic, it's intense, and it's way too relatable.
Let's go totally Trojan with this short film entry by Ronan and his crew as they represent EMS in this high-speed competition.
All right, I'm peeking. He's to the left, behind the building. Go, go, go. Dang it, bro. Are you serious? Oh.
200?
Wait, guys. Don't we have the assignment due tomorrow?
Wait, I thought it was due next week.
Wait, I don't even know what the assignment's about.
Oh, crap.
Here comes the sun. Ow.
Assignment done. Let's go. Let's go.
Sir, the paper's finished.
I'm so tired, dude. I'm gonna go sleep forever.
Like literally
That's
so much caffeine. That's nice.
Our papers?
Wow, what's all this?
The assignment.
Yeah,
It's the assignment's due today.
The assignment that's due in 2 days?
What?
Yeah.
What?
You guys are early, but hey, high five it, man. You guys, you're ahead of the game for once.
No,
Nice job.
I pulled an all-nighter for this. I can't feel it left leg. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Brady, that was hilarious and way too relatable.
Agreed. Props to Ronan and his crew for putting that together in just 1 week. Super impressive.
We'll keep you posted on how they do in the MIPA Challenge.
And that does it for this episode of Trojan TV.
You can catch all of our news and feature stories on our YouTube channel, Trojan TV East.
Have a great weekend, Trojans. I really need to get my math grade up for now.
I already have an A.